to chair yoga. 1 and 2 give you an option of doing yoga where you can stay seated the whole time. So we are going to run through a really quick warm up. We're going to do this for about 3 minutes. And I just want you to think about sitting tall at the front edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor. Hands are going to start out down by your side. Shoulders are up, down, and back. I want you to engage that core and really protect that lower back since we're sitting further away from the back of our chair. Feet are grounded. They can be about hip width apart or they can stay close together. Hands are going to rest on the thigh. Crown lifts tall. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts, and then we're going to exhale for 4 counts. And then we'll add some fluidity to that. So we're going to start inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to inhale as we sweep our arms wide. And exhale as we bring our hands back down. Inhale, sweeping wide. Exhale, coming down. Inhale wide. Exhale down. Inhale wide one more time. Exhale down. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart. Inhale, really reaching tall. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lowering 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lifting 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lowering 2, 3, 4. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. A few more here. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, sweeping up and out. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping our spine tall. Feet grounded. Hip bones down. Core engaged. One more inhale up. Exhale, release. All right. Okay. We're going to do some spine mobility. So I'm going to turn just sideways just a moment, just so you can see. So hands are going to be on your forward so I can You do not need any weights for this. So hands are going to be on your thighs or knees. You're going to inhale, you're going to round your back, tuck your chin, think pulling your core into your backbone, cat, and then we're going to inhale, lifting our chest, lifting our chin, arching our back. Think about sticking our chest out. Okay, so we're going to do that that movement for about 1.5 minutes, we'll say. Okay. So inhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Exhale, arch your back, lift your chest, lift your chin. Inhale, round. Exhale, lift. This time, inhale, round. We're going to hold the round, stay for the exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. This time, inhale. As you exhale, arch your back, lift your chest, lift your chin. Hold. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your chin. Hold here for the exhale. Holding here for the inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, arch your back. Stay, hold. And then round it out. Now let's flow again. Inhale, arching your back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, flowing through. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release. Perfect. Seated twist. I'm sorry. Seated side bend. So again, feet flat on the floor. You're going to have one hand down. You can hold onto the chair or have it dangling by the side. You're going to lift your left hand. So your right hand's down, left hand's lifted. And we're just going to hinge. Try to think about trying to reach that bottom hand down towards the floor. So you can look down. We'll hold this for the inhale and the exhale. And then we're going to just rotate to the other side. Okay. We're going to do this again for 1.5 minutes. So right hand down, left hand rises. Inhale, hinging, trying to reach the floor. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale again. And this time as you exhale, sweep that other arm up. And then we're going to inhale, reaching to the floor. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then sweep it across. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rising and switching arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise, switch arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise, switch arms. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, rising up, switching arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, release. Great. Seated twist. So again, feet grounded, shoulders up, down, and back. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Your right hand will be behind you for support. You're going to twist. So let me see. So left hand's behind you for support. You're going to twist so that you turn your head. You're going to try to look over your shoulder. We're going to hold that, then we'll switch sides and hold that, and then we're going to do a flow. Okay? So left hand to right thigh, right hand behind. Inhale, lifting and twisting. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and use your exhale to come back to center. Opposite side, so set it up with your inhale and exhale. Now inhale, lifting and twisting. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale to return to center. Now we're going to flow. So we're going to twist on the inhale, returning onto center on the exhale, twisting, and return. Inhale, twist, exhale, return. Inhale, twist, exhale, return. Inhale, twist, exhale, return. Inhale, twist, exhale, return. Inhale, twisting, exhale, return. Inhale, twist, exhale, return. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to get into a little bit more of a yoga flow here. Let me move these out of the way. I'm going to pivot my chair sideways just so you can see what I'm doing. So this next flow going to take about 7 minutes or so. So seated warrior one. So we are going to kind of sit at the edge of the chair. One foot's going to come back. So my foot is back, my heel is lifted, my toe is bent. And then your front leg stays straight. So I'm sitting at the edge of my chair to get that movement, right? So turning sideways helps. So you're going to inhale, lifting up. So your front knee is bent. You want to make sure your toe stays above your ankle. We're going to inhale, and our hips are going to face towards our knee. We're going to inhale, lifting our arms up, and then we'll exhale, lowering our hands down. So you think about putting the back foot back further to kind of feel a stretch here, and anchoring down into that front foot, some pressure. So you should be able to lift up off the chair. That's how much pressure you should have on that front foot. Okay. Now, you don't have to lift up if you need to relax into this a little bit. Your other foot can be more here. So you're still getting that same movement up and down. Your hips are going to be square to this knee. We are going to do both sides. So we'll rotate partially through this. Give or take. Let's do. We'll do this one for a minute and then we'll switch and do the other side. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to inhale, sweeping our arms up overhead. Exhale, lowering your arms back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Now, if you want to add more of a flow, you can reach forward and then lower down. So when you think about reaching up, scooping something up off the floor, pulling it over your head, and then placing it back down on the floor. You want to keep your chest lifted. Or you can just keep your chest lifted and just move your arms, body stays straight. 2 more, inhaling, exhaling, and release. Okay, we're gonna do, switch sides. I'm gonna turn this way now. It's gonna be awkward. Okay, sitting this way, there we go. With my bench here. Move it back there. All right, other side. So find your alignment, hips square, tall spine. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering your arms. Now again, if you want to do the scoop and then release. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you can just keep your arms going, looking up, and watching your hands go back down. Release. Good job. Okay, for warrior 2, we're going to come back into, actually, it's going to be more to the, let's see. Your legs are going to, okay, warrior 2, sort of on this side. Your hips are going to face the front. So you're going to be sitting kind of at an angle. So this one foot is going to be out wide. The other foot is going to be here. So your hips are going to stay square to the front. This leg, your left leg is square to the front of the room. Like think about putting it next to that leg, chair leg there. Your right foot is going to come out 90 degrees from your hips, but your hips are going to stay square to knee. Okay, so your legs out 90, knee tracking over toes. Right. And for this one, our arms are going to extend wide. What we'll do here, we're going to hold this pose for a moment, and then we're just going to flow into a tilt forward and backwards. Okay, so let's do this up. Give us enough time to do both. Okay, so arms are going to open wide. You're going to look towards the hand where your knee is out. Okay, palms facing up, chest and hips to the front of the room. Inhale, exhale, shoulders away from your ears, tall spine. And this time, as we inhale, we're going to drop our back arm as we lower or raise our front arm. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lowering front arm to front knee. Back arm extends overhead, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to lift back up. Inhale, floating back. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back to center. Stay for the exhale. Lower front arm to knee. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Lowering down. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale. Front arm down. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting up. And release. Great. What we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So now your opposite. So one side's a little easier than the other, I'm finding. So this is a little bit more comfortable for me to sit this way. So this hip is out at 90 and our arms are going to lift again. We'll hold here. This time looking over your opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your alignment. Shoulders are square to the front of the room, hips square to the front of the room. Only thing that's turning is your head, looking towards your palm. Now we're going to inhale, dropping that back arm, extending the front arm. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, drop that front arm to your knee, extending the back arm overhead, keeping ears away from shoulders. Stay for the exhale, and then lifting back up. Now we flow. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, arm to knee. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, reverse. Exhaling. Inhaling, returning. Exhale, hand to knee. That should have been inhale. Stay for the exhale. Now inhale, return. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for the exhale and come back to center. So, great. Okay, we're going to flow through all three of those now. So we're going to start at the front of our chair. We'll start on this side. So we're going to just do one side at a time. And we're going to do this, let's see here. I'm going to try this for 3 minutes. I'm going to flow through all three of those moves. So we're going to start with warrior 1. We're going to open to warrior 2. Then we'll flow back and forth. And we'll end back in warrior 1. So we're going to do it with pivoting, right? We're going to flow through that. So finding our hips are square to our knee tracks over toes. Arms lift. As we exhale, we're going to open, coming to the front of the room. There we go. Exhaling, extend, reversing our warrior. Coming back through center. Dropping our front arm to our thigh. Staying for the exhale and rising back up. And we're going to pivot back to warrior. Inhale. Exhale, opening to warrior 3, or warrior 2. We're not doing warrior 3. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, drop the back arm, extend the front arm. Exhaling, inhaling, returning. Staying for the exhale. Drop the front arm down. Stay for the exhale. Returning. And then pivoting back to warrior 3. Warrior 1. Oh my goodness. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open back to warrior two. Stay. Inhale, drop and reverse your warrior. Stay for the exhale. Coming back through center. Exhaling. Inhaling, dropping the front arm, extending the back arm. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, back to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Dropping that back arm, extend the front arm. Lifting back up. Drop the front arm, extend the back arm. Lift back up. Pivot back to warrior one. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, drop the back arm, extend the front arm. Stay for the exhale. Coming back to center. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, drop the front arm, extend the back arm. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, lifting back. Exhale, pivoting back to warrior one. One more flow. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, we're going to do this a little faster. Rising up. Flowing through. Flowing up. Back to warrior one. And release. Oh, all right. And we get to repeat all of that on the other side. So, swinging forward, coming into your warrior one on your other side. Inhale, lifting our arms. Exhaling, opening up into our warrior two. Squaring our hips. Exhale, back, or inhale, back hand lifts, lowers, front arm extends. Stay for the exhale. Flowing back to center. Dropping our front arm, extending our back arm. Flowing back through center. Exhaling back into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. All right, one more. Inhale. Opening as you exhale to warrior two. Stay for the inhale. Dropping your back arm, coming into reverse warrior. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale. Inhale, drop the front arm, extend the back arm. Staying for your exhale. Inhale, lifting back to warrior two. Exhaling back to warrior. Inhale one more time. Maybe not one more time. Opening into warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, drop the back arm, extend the front arm. Inhale. I think I'm backwards here. So let's lift up on our inhale. Stay for our exhale. Inhale, drop our front arm. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back. Exhaling back to warrior one. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, lowering, reversing your warrior. Exhaling. Inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale. Now inhale, drop your front arm, extend your back arm. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lifting back. Exhaling back to warrior one. Staying for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open back to warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, drop the back arm, extend the front arm. Exhale. Coming back. On your inhale, exhale. Drop your front arm, extend your back arm. And lifting back up. And coming back into warrior one. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, flow. Exhale, return to warrior. Inhale, exhale, inhale back. Release. Great job. It's a great flow. Okay. All right. We're going to cool down for just a moment. So coming back forward, I'm going to sit with our feet on the floor. Option one is just to cross the left ankle over the right ankle, staying here. You can then fold forward, bringing your elbows to your knees. Other option is to bring that left foot up to your knee, opening your feet into your leg into 90 degrees, flexing that foot to protect your knee. You can stay here with your hands on your feet. You can bring your elbows down, folding, or if you want a little bit more and just want to really release that lower back, dropping your hands down to the floor, maybe grabbing a hold of that foot or crossing the elbows. Just think about bringing your chest down to your leg. So you can hug it in, holding here, or you can rest your hands on the floor. If you want to keep that foot protected, to protect that knee, or flex to protect that knee. So grabbing a hold as you pull forward helps lift that knee up instead of pushing it down onto the floor, right? You want to keep your back flat and look down at your upper foot. We are just holding here. So just remember to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. You're going to slowly rise back up. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So crossing the opposite ankle over, staying there, folding forward, or even folding down further, or bringing that foot up, knee over ankle, flexing that foot to protect it. Again, hands here, coming down on the elbows, or bringing your full chest down, hugging into your knee, looking down. You can close your eyes if you want to, but inhale, exhale. Just breathing through, stretching out our hip, keeping that foot flexed again to protect that knee. Think flat back. Don't hunch over. Keep your shoulders, your chest kind of lifted as you fold over your legs. Inhaling and exhaling. And release. Now our feet are going to come wide. So think outside the chair. If you want to sit back a little bit to even get them wider, we're wanting to open up the hips a little bit. So if you are used to dancing, you know the different plies and the different stances. I'm not 100% sure that this kind of looks like you're getting ready to do a wide leg plie, right? So your feet are going to come out wide. Your hands can stay here. Again, you're just going to fold forward. So your range of motion, you can bring your elbows down to here, or you can reach all the way down to the floor, hands flat. You want to try to keep your butt on the mat or on the chair. So you might have to come forward a little bit, just enough to open up. So you want to think about pressing your knees out, tracking over your toes, lifting your shoulders, and then folding forward, dropping down. So your range, just make sure whatever you do, your butt's not coming off the mat, off the chair. So maybe you're just here. That's where I need to be to keep my bottom on the chair, right? So just half folding, keeping your chest lifted, keeping your spine straight, again, looking down. Here you could also kind of like grab a hold of your elbows, and if you just wanted to kind of gently sway side to side, giving a little bit of fluidity, a little bit of movement into your spine. You can also bring your hands behind your back, lower back, interlacing your fingers, and just being here. You can lift the arms up. If I turn sideways, you can lift up, or just release and come back to a seat. Okay, we are going to do some restorative breath here. So for just a moment, we are going to do that chest opener. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. You want to pull your hands down towards your back, but away from your lower back. So it's lifting out the chest. You might have to come forward in the seat or even turn sideways to stretch out that chest. So think about grounding down, pulling your head up as you lower your arms down, feeling that full stretch across your chest there. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more minutes here. I very rarely can sit still for very long, so you can sway a little bit if you want to, just kind of side to side. We're just here for a few more seconds. And release. And the one last thing we're going to do, we're going to sit back in our chair. Your feet don't have to touch the floor. Mine don't. My toes are on the floor. I want you to sit back. I still want you to sit tall. You can relax into the chair, putting your back against that backrest. For the next couple of minutes, I just want you to rest your hands on your thighs, palms facing up. You can cross your feet or whatever is comfortable for you. Shoulders are back and relaxed. To close your eyes. Just inhale, exhale. Think about when you inhale, filling your chest completely up with air, and then exhaling, letting it all out. Releasing the tension in your shoulders, relaxing your jaw, just sitting back and enjoying the moment from the work that we've done. Inhale, exhale. Realizing that in the quiet moments is where strength also lies. So strength doesn't always have to be rush, heavy, heavy. It can be calm and centering, balancing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. This time as we inhale, sweep our arms up overhead. And as we exhale, bring our hands down to our hearts. Just take a moment to give gratitude for your breath, for your movement, for your body, for the calmness that you find in your day-to-day. And until we meet again, namaste.